that's quite a long story, but to cut it down, I kind of started out being very angry about the way the world was. I was an immigrant family in Britain just before the war, and experienced the bombing, and I grew up to be really angry and wanted the world to be different. And then someone asked me, what are you going to do about it? So that kind of gradually transformed my anger into action. Well, I am a technologist. I am fundamentally an engineer. And at the age of 18, in 1956, I started my career with computers. And so I feel like I've lived at least 1,000 years, because the changes in the computer world have been so fantastic. I now realize I have been playing a small part in building a more sufficient nervous system for the body of humankind. It links us all together in a wholly more sufficient way. So social media and the internet enables me to experience people in Korea and South Africa and Brazil and everywhere on a daily basis. So it enables me to experience myself as one cell in the body of humankind. So the human species has got to the point where it is basically affecting the health of the planet and all species on it. So it's very important that the human species is properly, each individual is properly looked after. And so to me, the basic income is just a means towards the creation, the co-creation of a caring world.
In the late 1990s, Bela and Ellen Hatvany embarked on sharing their financial wealth with individuals and organizations that dedicated themselves to make this world a better place for all. Initially, they did this in an informal way with the help of a family member. In 2011, this was formalized by means of a charity called Mustard Seed Trust. Mustard Seed Trust fosters innovative economic systems based on partnerships that nurture the web of life. It contributes to creation of concepts and good practices of care economies at local, national, and international levels. It promotes creation of transforming systems in the interfaces of three areas: ecological systems, human relation systems, and money systems.
For me, a caring economy is about equality, and the greatest equality lies in acknowledgement of every being. For years, we have been living in a system that is uses domination, where a few people dominate others, a few groups dominate other groups, that we as humanity dominate animals and we dominate the planet. in a new system, we would live in partnership with each other.
In 2011, when Bela invited me to join the Mustard Seed board, I discovered he had another passion, and that was caring about Mother Earth. Yeah. And in the course of the years, when Mustard Seed sharpened its strategy further, we decided that we would like to support individuals and organizations who also share the passion to develop care economies. I've seen that Bela has moved from an angry person to an action person. You know, he is still full of life, he's still passionate, and he still has energy to contribute to creating care economies.
Why are you here? Why am I here? I think we are all here because we care about something larger than ourselves. I care because I want a world which works for Mother Earth and all beings on it, including myself.
Basic Income Earth Network is a global network which fosters a conversation about the desirability of a basic income for everyone. When we talk about basic income, we are actually talking about a better world. The dialogue is about how to build a better world where nobody is deprived of the basic necessities of life. Everybody has a stable ground to stand on. So this particular Congress in Hyderabad, in India, is focusing on basic income as freedom and development. So we have this panel on care economy, which delves into this whole question. So the basic income framework and the care economy framework, they are in complete alignment, because when you say basic income, you're actually talking about a caring world. So we are extremely happy that in this Congress, we have been able to have a panel discussion on care economy.
Bela has been rethinking about money as it is understood today. He advocates the need for complementary currencies which could make the economy more resilient and empower ordinary people.
That the money system we have at the moment is a kind of monoculture, and it's very efficient, but it's totally non-resilient. So we constantly have financial crashes and crises. Money is ultimately based on trust, and trust is based on trustworthiness. Humanity's special strength is that it is able to elaborate fantastic systems of trust. However, humankind also inevitably corrupts every institution, be it political, business, or religious.
Addressing issues concerning governance in future, Bela hopes that there could be technology-driven answers that could bring about transparency and non-corruptibility in institutions.
And so the world we're stepping into is one in which, enabled by the blockchain, there will be a polyculture. This enables an omnipresent, intrinsically transparent, utterly trustworthy record. It is entered into the system, and that information can never be erased. This will make it possible for all of our institutions to have at their heart a trustworthy record of every entry into the system. The blockchain will enable the creation of trustworthy contracts, and furthermore, the automatic application of laws which will be encoded into these contracts in the blockchain. It is essential in the future, this constellation of new technologies must be in the commons. It must be open source. It must be owned by all of us. Behind all of this that I've been talking about is our caring heart, the tender heart. This must be nurtured by us in ourselves and in our education system. We must, one, educate ourselves and our children to love and care for themselves. Two, to care for all beings. Three, to engage in an essential activity of the complexity on which we are all interdependent. We must teach them to be caring and to contribute to the well-being of the planet. I invite us all of us, to remain conscious of the tender heart that motivates each one of us.
A fair economy, that would be so nice, really. We don't need a communist, because that doesn't work either. There has to be something different, but I'm not clever enough to invent it. But I do want to support Bela, who is really my husband, who really is so. It's the last project in his life, really, and he's throwing himself into it, like he threw himself into all the other businesses. Yeah, he started. So he is.